Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar Talks Football. And welcome, guys, to this special episode of Rival Talk, guys. And listen, this is going to be a very, very good show, guys. Obviously, man, we are in the midweek Spanish Super Cup time, guys. We're taking a break from La Liga right now. Started 2026. Both of us have had, good starts to the La Ligas in the year. But we're gonna have to pause it because now we are off to Saudi Arabia to Jeddah to play in the Spanish Super Cup. And listen, I had to have one of the rivals out here, man. Man like football matrix back on Omar Talks Football, brother. How are you doing, man?
Big up, Omar, as always. Always a pleasure to be on your channel. Good to see Real Madrid finally playing one good game.
Mm.
It's going to be interesting, brother. Big up yourself.
No, I mean, look, I'm gonna be very honest, bro. Like that game against Betis was probably the best performance I've seen this season. Just not just the result, but just all around, right? The whole game, bro. Like it's not something I've been used to seeing. Like everybody just did their thing in that game. Everyone, right? And listen, I guess I would say that would be a positive, if you're a Madrid fan, because you got the result and the performance to match it, right? And that's what you want, right? But the question is, can you guys continue that form? Because you guys do have a big game on Thursday, right? Against Atletico Madrid, which is not going to be easy. That's a Madrid derby, obviously. But before then, Barcelona, we have to start the Spanish Super Cup because we are taking on Athletic Club again in the semifinals, just like we did last year, right? And listen, at the end of the day, I feel like out of either team, right, we probably have the easier game because Madrid derby, the last time you want to play is your rivals, right? Your direct rivals, right? But Athletic Club, very, very good team. They have a few good players, right? That can definitely hurt, like, the Nico Williams, Una Chancet, and Iñaki Williams, all of these guys who can perform. But as far as Barca is concerned, right, we are in very, very good form, bro. Like, honestly, ever since the international break, right? Like when we lost to Chelsea, after we lost to Chelsea, we never looked back since. We've been
Yeah.
cooking, right? And obviously, we just played in the derby against Espanyol, where, let's be honest, the performance wasn't great. But we got the result, right? We saw Jean Garcia had to literally move like Superman in that game. You feel me, right? And we ended up getting the win, right? Important win in the derby to kind of, give us that moral boost coming into this game, right? But now against Athletic Club, right? There's so many stories here to make, right? Obviously, if we win, we potentially could play you guys again. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Matrix is real. You definitely need to run me my fade because I'm gonna be very honest, bro. You ever since you beat us, bro, in October, you have not let me rest. You specifically, you Matrix, you have not let me rest, bro. I need a Madrid win, bro. I need to win just so that I can have something against your head, bro. But until then, tell me what you think about this game against Athletic Club. Do you think Athletic Club do genuinely have a chance against us, or do you just think we're just gonna wipe the floor with them?
No, no. When it comes to the semi-final, I think is going to be easy work for Barcelona. Like comfortable victory. I think, especially you play in Saudi. Is
Mm-hmm.
Barca going to be the home team in the Middle East? You either support Real Madrid or Barcelona. There is no in between. I'm Middle Eastern myself, so I know it firsthand. This is how it is in the Middle East. When we gonna play against Atletico Madrid, also we're going to be like the home team too, because majority of the fans in the stadium they're going to be supporting Real Madrid. This is just normal stuff in Saudi. But again,
Mm-hmm.
even if this was Bilbao away, I don't really see Bilbao being able to causing you guys some trouble. Okay, the performance against Espanyol, you still concede big chances to teams. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I think you're gonna take care of Bilbao. But again, if we potentially beat Atletico Madrid and face you guys in the final, I'm still confident in Real Madrid to be able to do something because, again, you concede those amount of chances to us,
Mm-hmm.
we can hurt you way more than Espanyol can hurt. So I still give Real Madrid a chance.
Of winning.
Neither Real Madrid or Barcelona has been looking like unbeatable. We have had terrible performances. Both teams have had terrible performances.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be an open game. If we reach the final,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see any like clear cut favorite to say like, yeah, we're gonna dominate Barca or or say that Barca gonna dominate us. I don't really think so. I think it's going to be a very close game.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Because, look, obviously, I'm confident in my team. I think that we can win. But I think that even as a Madridist, you should go into this game confident that you can go against us and actually win. Because let's be real, we are not invincible. I think the game against Espanyol shows you we we can be good at it if you really push us. And let's be honest, right? Jean Garcia, he moved mad, but he cannot always have games like the one he had against Espanyol. If you give those chances, like I know, right, when you look at Real Madrid's game against Real Betis, Gonzalo Garcia, look at the way he was playing. Like, bro, if we give Gonzalo Garcia those chances, bro, he's not going to move
Go.
like the Espanyol striker. I'm
Go.
sorry, the guy is a deadly striker. I've been telling people about him, right? So I am definitely worried. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like this is gonna be. It's not gonna be okay. I do believe that against Athletic Club, I'm gonna be real. I am confident we'll beat Athletic Club. I am, because Athletic Club are so unpredictable, bro. Bro, I'm gonna be very honest. I didn't even remember that. I'm sure they won recently, but dude, this team is so inconsistent. You never know when they will win and when they're gonna lose. You understand what I mean, right? So
Yeah.
I'm going into this game just thinking, listen, at the end of the day, I don't know how they're gonna play. You understand what I mean, right? And honestly, I don't care. Right? At the end of the day, I'm focused on me. I'm focused on what my team is doing in that game. You understand what I mean, right? What are we gonna do when we
Yeah.
play against Athletic Club? And the performance needs to improve from what we saw against Espanyol. Now, Espanyol is a derby away, right? They are fifth in the table. They have won their last 5 games before we played them. So it's not like they were coming into that game out of form, right? They were playing like a team that's trying to challenge for Europe. So, and it was unfortunate for them, right? But against Athletic Club, I don't see any of that happening. We played them in the first game of the Camp Nou, and it was so easy, man, so easy, right? And
It's
last
going
season,
to be exactly like that. Trust me, it's
and this is
going
the
to
thing, isn't
be
it? Go ahead.
Bilbao. Like I told you, against Bilbao, I think it's going to be a walk in the park. I think it would have been the same thing if we had faced them also. I think Real Madrid also, we would have dusted them away. It wouldn't
Mhm.
be exactly like Mes says here. We smashed them away from home too. And usually, we struggle in that stadium. So this season, we even smashed them there.
They're 3-0.
So
I remember.
3-0, 3-0, we smashed them. So again, I already see Barcelona being in the final. Now it's not the same situation for us because we are facing a much tougher opposition, and it's going to be, at the end of the day, it's a derby. No matter in which pitch you play that game, it's still a Madrid derby. So mentally, I think the Atletico Madrid players gonna turn up as they always do against Real Madrid. It's never any difference. But again, usually in the Spanish Supercup and in the Champions League, usually we take care of them. The problem that we have is the Atletico away ground. Usually we struggle in that stadium.
Mhm.
Otherwise, in Saudi, we usually take care of Atletico Madrid. Same in the Champions League, we usually take care of them.
Well, did you guys play them? So obviously last year we played you guys in the final and we won. But the year before, you guys beat us when they scored a hat trick, right? Who
Yeah,
did you
we
guys
beat
play in the
them in the
semifinal?
semis.
Was it Atletico Madrid you played in the semi?
Yes, we beat them 5-3 in the semis. The game went into
Yeah.
extra time, and the last goal was when Brahim ran past the Oblak and got to the ball and
Ah,
finished it. That's the game. And then in the final, of course, we already know what happened. Vini
yeah.
first half
It
hat
is what
trick
it is.
and Rodrigo goal, and that's it. So it's
Yeah, I
going to
mean,
be again no Mbappe. It was no Mbappe in that final.
mhm.
He ain't gonna be any Mbappe in this final. It's already
But yeah, and
confirmed
that's
that.
that's a good point, isn't it? Because I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna be very honest. I don't think anyone can expect Mbappe to be back for this Super Cup. To be honest, because they
He's
said
out.
in the new year he was out for 3 weeks. So I was like, okay, so he's not going to be available for the La Liga opening game in La Liga 2026, and he's not going to be available for the Super Cup. So I had a feeling he was not going to be in it. And let's be honest, right? And we've already had this conversation. We had this conversation, what, 2 weeks ago, when we are talking
Yeah.
about Vinny and Mbappe. And I was telling you from, like, I guess from the Vinny supporters' point of view, when they look at like Mbappe in the number 9, he's not really a number 9. He plays out in the 9, but you can see sometimes he's drifting out on the left. I feel like when you look at Gonzalo Garcia, the way he plays, bro, the guy is a 9 playing as a 9. right?
Yes.
And you saw how Vinny was playing. Vinny had his best game because he had the freedom to do whatever he wanted on that on his side. He never felt like, he never felt like drifting just to give Mbappe, because he knows Mbappe is going to eventually go on his side, right? Gonzalo Garcia was just in his side doing his thing, and he got his hat trick, right? And this is why I'm gonna be very honest. I am worried, right? I am worried about playing this Madrid team, because look, man, you can have all the individual stars, but if only some of them are choosing to turn up and some of them are not, you're not going to always go with any confidence. Like last season, when we played you guys, even though you guys had the squad, I was never afraid of Madrid, because I was like, well, Vinny is not performing well. I'm not seeing the best of Jude. I'm not seeing the best of a lot of the players, right? The only player that seems to be doing anything is really Kylian. You understand what I mean, right? He's the only one
Yeah.
that's really striking fear. But when everyone is doing their work, now you're like, Bellingham can turn up. Vinny can decide to turn up. Rodrigo can decide to turn up. All these guys can decide to, like that. That's not a good sign. Like at the end of the day, I feel like that is why we had such an advantage against you last season. Because even though last season, when we won the first two Clásicos, we won it easy. But the other two that we won, the Copa del Rey final and the one in the league, it was close. But the reason we always had that edge against you is because our whole team was performing, whereas you guys only had few players that were really turning up. You understand what I mean? And that's the problem. And I think this game against Atletico Madrid is a good opportunity, because let's be real, you guys played them earlier in the season. It wasn't close, it was a battle. And let's be clear here. Atletico Madrid are still Atletico Madrid. It's still a derby. So it's not
Yes.
going to be easy. But before we actually go to the Atletico Madrid, before I ask you about Atletico, quickly, what is your prediction of the game against Atletico, between Barça and Atletico? Do you think we're going to batter them, or you just think this is going to be a bit
4-0 Barcelona. This is my
4-0?
prediction for Barcelona versus Bilbao. Come on, man. There is that's a between Athletic Bilbao is like one of the last teams on earth that I'm gonna have any faith in them to do anything against Barcelona. Okay. Now again, talking about Real Madrid, talking about Real Madrid's attack and everything
Mm.
working. Once again, I don't really think that Kylian Mbappe is the problem. I think
Mm.
Kylian Mbappe's positioning is the problem. I think
Mm.
we want to fit Vini and Kylian Mbappe in the same starting 11, and it ain't going to work. One of
Mm.
them has to be sacrificed. Okay, Vini had a good game. I would say the first half was very good. He was dealing with the right back, causing a lot of trouble there on the left hand side. But again,
Right.
I think having Kylian Mbappe on the left instead of him, the attack will be even more deadly. The attack would be even more productive, because
Mm.
Vini, he has all the flashy stuff, but he has no end product. There is no GA from Vini. He hasn't scored for 16 straight games, not even one goal. Okay, like he can have. I'm telling you, we if we have Kylian Mbappe on the left, and I'm
Mm.
looking at Gonzalo Garcia's playing style. He has
Mm.
very good link up. He would work amazingly with Kylian Mbappe. The reason that you saw Vini having a good game is because Gonzalo Garcia was keeping defenders with him down the center, okay? More space on the wings for the wingers also when you have a
Mm.
natural number 9 in there. Now put
Right.
Kylian on the left and give him the space that Vini had. Trust me, he's going to hurt teams even more than what he's used to do so far. This is
Right.
what I think. I think that combination would be deadly, but we don't have them, so I guess we need to deal with Vini and Gonzalo. But
Mm.
let's hope Vini can
So in your
do.
honest opinion, okay, so in your honest opinion, I don't mean to
Yes.
cut you off. So in your honest opinion, you think it's not necessarily an Mbappe problem. It's more of the fact that you had a striker and you had a winger, like a winger playing as on the left, and you had a striker playing in the nine. That's why the team worked so well against Betis. So you feel like if the Mbappe was there, the performance would have still been the same. So you still think that the performance would have still been the same, where everyone would have been able to play, right? In at their best.
Another big
Mbappe played
difference. Look,
still
and
play.
yeah, but look, another big difference has been having Kamavinga also in the midfield. He changes the whole dynamic of
Oh.
our midfield. And this guy, he's been out with injuries. So
Mm.
if he's fit, I'm very happy with the midfield and how he can operate with next to Chouameni. Uh, if we have that midfield, If we have Kamavinga healthy for both the semi-final and potentially a final, I'm
Mm-hmm.
still confident in my team. I think that we can play we can play the same game even more deadlier if we have this starting 11 and Kylian Mbappe on the left instead of Vini. I swear, if we had that and Rodrigo on the right, I
Okay.
think Kylian would score even more goals. I think Gonzalo would be providing him with a lot of goals, okay? Because Gonzalo, I look at his style of play.
Mm-hmm.
He will hold off defenders with him, and then his build up play is nothing fancy. Just simple pass on the floor, first time pass, not wasting even 1 second, just releasing the wingers immediately. He was giving the ball to Vini a couple of times, creating
Right.
space for Vini on the left hand side. But again, Vini, the final product, like the
Ah,
final
yeah, the end
pass
product
or
is
the
terrible.
shot, is not there. Is not really there. Yeah, he can dribble past players and make it look fancy and stuff, but again, I want goals. I want to win this trophy, the Spanish Supercup. I need some dignity back. All Madridistas, we deserve to have some dignity back in us. I don't want to see Real Madrid going out there and getting smashed once again. These players, do you guys really want all our fan base to only remember you from embarrassing losses and getting smashed against Barcelona and these type of teams? It's down
Right.
to them. I'm telling you. You have dignity in you. Do you have any dignity in you, Marwada? Show it out there on the pitch. Otherwise, I'm telling you, you will forever be a failure in our eyes. This is how it is.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I mean, listen, even as a Barca fan, I would end it, I feel like our expectations for our clubs is very similar, right? So the way you kind of look at your club as an expectation, right? That's the way I look at my club. So I agree on that point, right? And I'll be honest with you, right? Because let's be real, right? How important do you think winning this Super Cup, if Madrid were to win it, how important will it be for the rest of the season?
Like I told you, everything is about dignity. I want redemption from what happened last season. The first
Mm,
step was to break their Clásico curse and actually win in El Clásico, which we done already in La Liga. I know we have fumbled the lead and we have gifted it back to Barcelona, but I had couple of goals this season, like for the
mm,
team. First one was to break their classical curse. We done that. Now I want the Spanish Super Cup. I want redemption in this tournament too. Not seeing my team go out there and getting dominated. We want to win the dignity back. La Liga title race is still open. Nobody knows more. We still have 4 or 5 months of football to play. Anything can happen. It's still doable. 4 points is still doable. We drop any more additional points and the gap gets bigger than four, then it's officially done. But four
right.
points still doable.
Mm,
Spanish Super Cup though, no excuses. There are no excuses. We have to win. It's just 2 games. We have to win them. We have a good enough team even without Kylian Mbappe to win against Atletico Madrid. We have a good enough team even without Kylian Mbappe to be able to hurt Barcelona. All of these teams like Espanyol and these guys are creating all of those big chances. At least we have better team than Espanyol. Have better attacker than Espanyol at least.
mm.
I think these 1v1s you give Real Madrid those
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
chances.
yeah. Mm.
We can capitalize on that, and that's it. In a game of football, just like first year classic, you can win 2-1. Even if you win the final 1-0 or 2-1, you still win the final, and that's it. You get the trophy. This is what I want. I can't really afford to say, yeah, I want to see beautiful football and big victory and all of
You
that. No,
just
no,
won
I
the
just
victory. You
want
just won the trophy. You won the trophy.
I just want redemption. I just want redemption.
Mm.
Win at all cost and just get the trophy, and that's it.
I mean, look, I think the cup is very important. And I'll tell you why I think the cup is important. I think the cup increases morale boost because let's be real. Winning that Super Cup against you guys last season changed our season completely. We had a fire start to the league. We were absolutely battling everyone, and we beat you guys. But then after we beat you guys, we dropped off completely, and then you guys
Yeah,
caught up to us, went down the table. Then all of a sudden, January comes, we go to the Super Cup, and then we play you, and then we beat Bilbao, who were on form. I remember they actually beat you guys before we actually played them in the Super Cup, right? And then we beat them, and then we played you guys then in the final, and it was and the way, and it's not just the way we won, the way we won that first cup better than Real Madrid. So all of a
yeah.
sudden now the players came with this confidence of now we've just beaten Madrid twice in less than 4 months. right? Scoring like 9 goals in 2 games. So you had
Yes.
that we had that confidence. Okay, let's go now. We these guys, they're not invincible. They're gonna drop points. Let's just go out there and go on a run. That's what happened. We just went on a run after we won that cup, and we went on a run, and then we cut up. We got it our lead back, and then we went on to win the league and the Copa del Rey that season, right? I think that when you look at this season, there's a potential of that being you guys. Because this, like you mentioned, it's not that far off. Barcelona are not invincible. We could still drop points. I mean, like the game against Real shows you, we can be beatable. We're not always going to play at our best. And sometimes teams will capitalize and make us suffer for it. I think that this Super Cup, if Madrid do win it, it's gonna be a moral boost for the team, but also for Alonso too, because Alonso now has his first trophy at Real Madrid, and maybe that will give him more confidence to go and do what he needs to do. But then let me ask you this now, Matrix, what happens if you guys in this cup, right? Vinny, because I can see all these guys perform well, right? And the performance all around, you guys want to win with the performance. Do you then? Is there then a question in the Madrid fan base where what should we do now? Should we bring Mbappe straight in the starting 11, or should we try to integrate this slowly? Because the question then, because there's a lot of people. Let's remember this, Matrix. There's still a lot of people who still doubt, think that Mbappe is the reason why this team drops off. So if he is now injured for 3 weeks and your team starts winning comfortably and playing at the same rate that you guys were playing in this Champions League winning season, everyone's going to be like, well, why are we now all of a sudden playing well now that Mbappe is not in the squad? You understand what I mean? Like, what do
Yes.
you think?
But once again, like I told you, at least I want to see one game with Kylian Mbappe on the left and Gonzalo Garcia down the middle. Keep the same starting
Okay.
11 and just play one game with Kylian on the left instead of Vini. If the performance drops, then I'm going to say, yeah, the problem is Kylian, because even when we play him in his natural position, it still
Mm,
doesn't work out. But again, I haven't seen Real Madrid using Kylian Mbappe as a left winger with a natural number 9 down the middle.
okay.
Until I see that, I'm not gonna really say that Kylian Mbappe is the problem. Playing Kylian Mbappe as a number 9 with Vini also on the same pitch, yes, that's a big problem because both of them, they like to occupy the same spaces. Once again, like I told you, just having a body in the center, okay, somebody that gonna be running like a striker. Look, Kylian Mbappe's game is to drive at defenders, okay, beat a
Mm,
player maybe, and then shoot. He's not going to be like a poacher just roaming around in the box, wanting rebounds. I don't know, just quick, short movements as a striker and just tap it in. He's not, that's not his game. Okay.
mm,
Both Vini
mm.
and Mbappe will benefit of having such player next to them. Gonzalo Garcia, he moves like that. He's not going to take defenders with him and drag his defenders also to the left hand side. Then both Mbappe and Vini, they need to deal with 4 or 5 players. Gonzalo
Right.
gonna stay down the middle, keep 2 players down the middle. Vini, instead of
Yeah.
facing 5, he's facing 2, 1 or 2 now.
Mm,
More space. I'm telling you, give that space to Kylian, and that's it. Both Kylian gonna score. Gonzalo Garcia gonna score.
mm,
Kylian, we don't even need to discuss about the goal threat that he brings to the team. You give him slightest chance, he gonna finish you off. Again,
mm.
Gonzalo Garcia, he adds something else to the team also, a threat from set pieces, can score headers now also. You have somebody in the box that can actually score headers. You make good crosses, he's going to score. With Mbappe and Vini out there and Rodrigo on the right, nobody can score. Even if you make the most perfect cross, nobody going to score header. But with Gonzalo in there, then now teams have to worry about Real Madrid scoring headers too. So I'm telling you, it changes up everything. And then having Camavinga in the midfield also. That changes everything, brings so much more stability to the midfield, balance, quality on the ball, quality of the pass. But I can't really say that I trust Camavinga to be healthy and play for the rest of the season. I think sooner or later he's going to be out again for a
Nah,
couple of
here.
weeks.
All
So
right.
that's it.
Anyway, big up to King Savage, man. Big up to King Savage. King
Big
Savage
up the super
says,
chat.
if yeah, big up to King Savage for the super chat. It says, if Real Madrid lose Thursdays just like last time, having 5-2 on Atletico, then Madrid are on fraud watch on 2026 this season. This season starts because it would be disgraceful and disgusting. I mean, I don't think you're going to lose to heavily again. I don't see it. But I mean, what, are you not even worried a little bit about Atleti? Because, bro, I mean,
Of
you've seen
course,
they always turn up against Madrid, Real Madrid. Let's keep it 100. They're gonna turn up.
but I haven't really seen Real Madrid in a position for me to be able to look past any team, to be honest, because I have seen us struggle against good teams, and I have seen Real Madrid struggle against weaker opposition. So it depends what type of Real Madrid shows up. Once again, like I told you, we usually have problem at Vanda Metropolitano. Usually in the Saudi, we take care of Atletico Madrid. Now every game can be different. It's just one game of football, and football is the most unpredictable sport out there. Anything can happen. So we will see. I hope that we can beat Atletico Madrid. I need revenge against them also. Let's beat Atletico Madrid.
Mm.
Let's reach the final. Let's win the Spanish Supercup. In the La Liga, it's going to be difficult because Barcelona has way easier schedule than Real Madrid. We still have a lot of tough away games left in La Liga. Barcelona has already played those games. So La Liga is going to be a different story. But again, Spanish Super Cup is within the reach. We
Mhm.
can't be looking past these type of trophies, my brother. Let's go and grab them and win some dignity back for the club.
All right, man. So very quickly, man. Scoreline against Atletico Madrid. What are you saying?
3-2, Real Madrid.
So okay. So if your prediction goes right, so we're gonna be playing each other in the final, right? So are you confident that you can go? You can back us in the final? Like beat us again?
I still back Real Madrid. I would say we have the capacity to hurt your team. Of course, your attack now will be even more dangerous with Rafinha back and Joan Garcia in goal. Of course, he's going to be a pain in the ass. But again, if I look back at the first El Clásico, Chesney was moving like Joan Garcia in that game. He was saving everything, and he even saved the penalty for you guys. So it's not like Chesney had none of the goals were down to any goalkeeping mistake. I don't really think 1v1 Kylian Mbappe and Joan Garcia. I don't think that Joan Garcia is gonna take from Kylian. So even if you had Joan Garcia in that first El Clasico, I still think
Mhm.
that Kylian would have scored that chance. Now again, let's see though. I back my team. I would say it's way closer game than most fans think. I still think that Barcelona, for damn sure, they can hurt Real Madrid also. But I would
I
say
think
we
that I
have
think
enough.
I'm confident we will win. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, man. Let's be real, right? I know you guys beat us in the Clásico earlier this season, but I think that's the last big game, really, that Xavi has really won this season. Right? He's been tested a few times and he hasn't really succeeded. Now, when we played you guys earlier this season, we had a lot of injury issues, like you mentioned, right? I think Rafinha, not having Rafinha in the El Clasico was a huge miss because we know Rafinha turns up in the big games. He turned up in the big games last season especially against Madrid. So he was a big
Yes,
miss when we didn't have him in the game, right? I think that when you look at our squad right now, we have an almost fit squad right now. Guys, even our players who were injured recently are back. Like Omar is back, Fermin is back, right?
but
Yamal,
Fermin
everyone
was
is
playing
basically.
on hot form in the first
No,
El
he
Clasico.
was, but he was injured, so he's back now from injury, right? So I feel
He
like
wasn't injured for El Clasico.
no, he wasn't. But like I mentioned, Rafinha and Lewandowski were both out of that game, and we know Lewandowski, even if he's not the
Lewandowski,
same
I
strike.
don't really fear Lewandowski.
No,
Rafinha, yes, but
You don't fear
Lewandowski,
Lewandowski, but you fear his finishing, though. You know he can finish. That's the thing. Like with him
I
and
know, but I
Lewandowski, he
think he's
doesn't.
done. He's done. This is
No,
what
but
I
his
think.
finishing is still there, man. Like I feel like people always sleep on his finish. Like everything else in this game is done. I'm gonna be very real with you, Mitchell. I am not expecting Lewandowski to have a master class if he plays against you. I think you guys are gonna shut him out the whole game. But if he has that sight at goal, he is deadly. That is the problem with a player
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Lewandowski. He just has that killer instinct in front of goal that you never want to sleep on, right? So yeah, it is what it is. I think that if we see you guys in the final, definitely we need to win, man. Like I'm gonna be very, very real. I need this victory against Madrid, bro. Like I can't let what happened last season run to me this season. I'm sorry, man. We can't. We can't. We must right the wrong, man. Like you know what I mean, right? Like if everyone is taking turns beating Real Madrid, why can't we? You understand what I mean, right? Listen, man. It is what it is, man. I need
Come
to run
try
this
your
shit.
luck.
And listen, don't worry, man. I'm telling you, man, don't worry, bro. Listen, we will definitely get our win back, man. We'll get our win back.
Of
I'm
course you're
very
gonna
confident.
back. Of course you're gonna back your team, brother. What you do? You think you're gonna be sitting here and say, "Yeah, you're gonna lose the final against Real Madrid"? Of course not. Of
No,
course you
man.
gotta say you're gonna beat Real Madrid. But my friend, let's see. We won the first El Clásico this season. I hope that we
Brother,
can keep
brother,
it
you
going.
beat a semi, you beat a semi-fit Barcelona, bro. Have some shit, bro.
It don't matter. We beat Barcelona.
Mm.
We gonna have injury problems too. We don't have a guy that has scored over 58% of our goals. We don't have our best center back in the team. He's out with an injury too. So, but what I have
Mm.
injury excuses. Now it's my turn. Yeah, my main player is not there. You talking about Rafinha?
Ah,
But
so,
what
oh yeah,
Kylian
the excuse
Mbappe
is
is.
already here.
But what you talk about Rafinha, Kylian Mbappe, way more
Gonzalo
important to
Garcia is
Real
cooking,
Madrid
man.
than
What are you talking
Rafinha to
about?
Barcelona.
No, Gonzalo
I'm
Garcia is
just telling
cooking. What are
you
you
the
talking
truth,
about, man?
though, brother.
Come on, man.
You said you didn't have Rafinha in the first El Clásico. It was a big miss, right? I'm telling you now, I don't have Kylian Mbappe, and not having Kylian Mbappe is a
Mm.
way bigger miss than not having Rafinha in your team.
Well, come on, man.
Rafinha don't score over
Your,
50% of
your team is
Barcelona
playing
goals, my
better
man.
without Kylian, though. You have to admit, bro. The team played well against against Betis. Hey, listen, man. I'm just saying, from the small package that we've seen in performance recently, bro, we have to say the team has been playing well without Kylian, man. And I'm just saying, bro, listen, man like Will is looking like a prophet right now, man. I didn't watch the whole of chaos yesterday because I was busy. But I can imagine him just coming down there saying, Matrix, what did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? I told you if we play because
But I'm
he
telling
can't
you,
wait.
put
He
Mbappe
can't wait.
on the left,
Mm.
and then I would be looking like the prophet. Trust me, Wawara. If these people listen to me actually and put
Uh-huh.
Gonzalo down the middle, put Vini on the bench, and put Kylian on the left, then you people, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Trust me, I'm not going to be sitting on YouTube and just waffling.
Mm.
I know what I'm talking about. You're
Mm.
gonna have Gonzalo down the middle, and
Mm.
you're going to have Kylian Mbappe on the left. It's going to be Benzema and Ronaldo from Team Umabara, but trust me, it's going to have the same function. It's going to have the same function. Kylian gonna thrive even more with having Gonzalo next to him than Vini.
You kind of like Giroud. He's gonna be like his Giroud to his like you know
But
how
he
Giroud.
going to be there. He's going to give more space to Kylian Mbappe. He's going to even
Mm.
give assist to Kylian Mbappe. Gonzalo
Mm.
Garcia don't want to dribble past five people like Vini do. No,
Mm.
Mama, he looks up, he finds the simple pass, and he release. He don't want to do any. He don't want to create any TikTok highlights. He want to score goals and win games. This is what he wants to do. So that's it.
Okay, I
He
hear.
will never
Listen,
get into Mbappe's way. I'm telling you guys in the chat, Mbappe will have way more space than usual if he's playing next to Gonzalo Garcia. Simple.
I saw something this morning, right? I saw it actually in the group chat, right? In the chaos group chat. It was in Spanish, so I couldn't understand it. When I went and translated it, so apparently Vinicius during the game was complaining about Gonzalo Garcia not passing the ball. Apparently, like that was the thing they were saying. They were saying that
Why should he pass you? He has scored 3 more than what you have done in the past 16 games, brother. Okay? That's 3 times even more than what you have done over 16 games. This guy barely sniffed the pitch. Gonzalo Garcia been rotting on the bench since the beginning of the season, brother. Okay? This guy come in one game, Mawana, he does 3 times more than you what you have done for the past 50,
yeah,
60 games.
like man like said 100 times, man. Like he's
Once
said
again,
100 times.
Mawana, we have won the game. It's like 3-0 on the score sheet, and the manager is taking you off, and you're brother, you know we have Supercopa in like 4 days. You don't want to rest. Why should be risking you to get injured when we can take you off in the last 20 minutes? Why are you so stingy? Why don't you want give other players some playing time too? Not everything is about you, Mawada. The game is done. Look, when the game is done like that and you are leading 3-0 and it's like only 20 minutes left, 15 minutes left, this is the perfect opportunity to give some of these academy players a chance too. The game is already wrapped up, it's done. Let the guy get the feeling. But I'm telling you, players like Vini and I don't know, a lot of these players in the squad, they don't want to get substituted, my
They're
friend.
too comfortable, basically.
Brother, it's not about you. And he's saying, why is this guy
Oh, you
not
think that
passing?
there's too many selfish players? They're too self
Brother,
like.
this guy walking around saying to Xabi Alonso, this guy is not passing me. Brother, are you in the fifth grade still and your father comes and watch the game? You complain to your father, people don't want to pass you. Brother, this is Real Madrid. The guy is on a hat trick. Why should he pass you? You explain, Mawara. Why should the guy pass you? You had all of those chances in the first half. You don't want to shoot. You don't want to create the final pass. It's down to you, brother, okay? It's down to yourself. You have nobody to blame beside yourself. You have been solidified starter for over a year, even though we have seen your form hasn't been there. You still start week in, week out. You have nothing to complain about, okay? If the manager takes you off for 10 or 15 minutes, you should be just zipping your mouth, brother, okay? You look at the form you have been on. The club, the club is still willing to extend your contract, brother. Look at the way you have been playing. Okay,
You think
you
that's why
should be
he's so big
happy,
headed? Because that's why he's so big headed, because
brother. Look at the
he's
way
not
you have
performing
been
well.
playing for over a year, and the club still coming to you and telling you, brother, here, I give you 5 more years,
Yeah.
and you still want to create drama. You should be just thankful that the club even want to keep you here, brother. If I was in the management, you would have been gone in the summer already. We would have been this. I swear I would have already after the season that he had. I swear on my life, and we had such a big offer on the table from Saudi too, like a record offer, and we said no, which was, in
It's
my
not too late,
opinion,
man. It's not too late, man. Maybe this summer
dumbest
they might come back.
mistake.
I mean,
But if we are letting him go, look,
uh,
if we are letting him go and got that money, imagine how much we could have invested actually into our squad and build the back line up again. Maybe get another midfielder in there. But Florentino Perez, what does he want to do? Selling shirts. Vini is selling too much shirts to just let go, Mawada.
yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Listen, I mean, listen, there's still time, man. There's still time. If, you can still go out and actually sell them in the summer, man. Maybe Al Ittihad, Al Hilal, Al Ahli, maybe Al Nasser, man. Maybe they might pair him up with Cristiano, man. Play with his idol. Maybe actually help him win the league.
I couldn't care less who buys. I only care about Real Madrid. Once again, I have zero agenda against any of Real Madrid players. I only care about the badge. If the club is winning and we are winning trophies, you ain't gonna see me sit here and complain. I don't care who scores the goals. If it's Kylian Mbappe, Gonzalo Garcia, or anybody in the squad, even if Vini or whoever, I just want to see Real Madrid win. And when we don't get the results, and I see a player that he is like one of the guys that we look up to and we say, Mawara, I'm looking at you and I want you to carry my club. You don't carry the club. You don't score goals. You don't create assists. You don't do your job on the pitch. And then you want to create drama in the dressing room. This is the second time this season you're getting substituted and you are crying out there publicly. You are complaining. And brother, we don't want to have this type of drama in our club. I want players to only care about the club, your ego. The club all comes before your ego every single time. This is what I want to see. Nothing is about you. It's about Real Madrid having success and winning trophies. If the manager feels like taking you off in this game right now, in this moment, is the right decision, you should be just zipping your mouth and say, thank you. You let me play for 70 something minutes. That's it, Mawar. I go and rest. Let someone else try now for the last 20. But we don't really see that, Omar.
I mean, we'll see what happens when Mbappe returns. I would like to actually see an Mbappe Gonzalo Garcia, attack and actually see how. I think, honestly, bro, I pray to God it doesn't work, because if it cooks, man, oh, we are finished. Like, bro, this Madrid fans. Yo, I don't ever want to see Vini in the attack ever again. Bench him, sell him in Saudi right away. Like, nah, man.
I've
But it
been
is what it is.
saying this since summer. Brother, I've been saying this since summer 2025. I've been saying sell Vini.
I hear you. I hear you. Book up to Primitive says you're focused on not getting bent over by Atletico Madrid. Alvarez and Salah will dunk on Madrid again.
Yeah, maybe Madrid will dunk on you again as well. You pretend like you haven't lost any games or stuff this season, brother. Come on, brother. You have got dog walk too.
And listen,
You have
man.
lost games too, brother.
All I know is that when we played Atletico, we won. So it is what it is. Yeah.
Brother, Atletico always love to bend over for Barcelona anyways. It don't matter in which tournament, brother. These people, they love They love Catalonia, I swear.
No, it's
Trust
not
me,
about
brother.
loving Catalonia, man. They just hate Madrid more, man. It's more they hate
Yeah, and
Madrid.
we beat Sevilla, and Sevilla dog walked you guys. So I can't just use the same
I
terms,
know.
brother.
Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen. That was during the struggling era, man. Like, listen. If I see Sevilla again, it's not going to be a pretty sad for them, man. Like, I can't wait. Like, you see how beating Barcelona is the kiss of death. Like, I'm telling you, man. If you guys manage to beat us in the final, don't think it's the start of something new. Okay, you guys are getting crushed. You see what happened to Chelsea? After Chelsea beat us, they
We're
form
gonna
dropped
get
off.
what?
When when you
But
guys beat
brother,
us,
what?
when you guys
Why are
actually
you
beat us, I
talking?
think you guys won one game. After you guys beat us, after the international break, you guys dropped off, and then we ended up going top. Like,
It
well, everyone
doesn't
that
matter.
beats
Look,
Barcelona.
you done the same last season. It was like for a whole month or something. You had only one victory in La Liga. What happened at the end of the season? You won the La Liga. La Liga is still long. Anything can happen. But in the Super Cup, I'm telling you, I'm looking at Barcelona. I say yes, Barcelona can score goals. But once again, we can score goals on Barcelona too. Barcelona backline ain't looking all of that. If you need to
And John
rely on your
Cancelo has
goal,
arrived, man. Listen, John
Joao
Cancelo and
Cancelo,
Yamal part.
all the
John Cancelo
memories
and
I have,
the John Cancelo and Yamal partnership is gonna cook. Is gonna feed the streets, man.
brother,
Watch.
all the memories I have from Joao Cancelo playing in El Clásico is only good memories. So, Joao Cancelo, play, brother. All the El Clásicos I have seen Joao Cancelo wearing Barcelona jersey, Real Madrid has won those El Clásicos. So,
It's
Joao
just two, man.
Cancelo, welcome back to Real.
This is just two. This is just two.
Three in the
Hey, listen,
Supercopa
man.
too, brother. Don't forget, yeah, three of them, Omar. So I'm telling you,
Oh my
Barcelona
days.
fans, don't forget. I know you had an amazing season last year and you won all the El Clásicos, but guys, you have lost El Clásicos too. Yeah, it can
We
happen
lost.
again,
Listen, man.
brother.
Listen. You lost 4 times, bro. There's the levels to this.
I
Okay.
yes, but you see me here. I'm telling you, Barcelona can hurt us, but we can hurt Barcelona too. But I see a lot of
You can't
Barcelona
hurt us,
fans
bro.
in the
But I
chat.
never said you can't hurt us.
No,
I
no,
never
but a
said you
lot
can't
of
hurt us.
Barcelona fans in the chat, they pretend like they have never lost to Real Madrid, and it's
No, but
impossible
I
to
see
lose
the same
against
thing from
Real
Madrid
Madrid.
fans too in my chat. They all say that
Guys,
they're overconfident. Yeah, some of them they are.
it can
Some of them.
happen, okay? It can
I mean, listen,
happen.
they're like, yo, this might like when we played Espanyol, a lot of these guys were like, yo, if we see you guys in the final of this of the Super Cup, we're gonna cook you guys. That's what they were telling me. I'm like, bro, after the team you're talking about, this Madrid team you're watching is gonna crush my team. Like, respectfully, man.
But
With all
maybe
this,
Mbappe being injured is a blessing in disguise at the end, and we're gonna play this fluid football now in the Supercopa, beat Atletico and beat Barcelona, and then next El Clásico gonna be in April, May. So for a couple of months at least, no
there's
noise
title race, man.
pollution,
Title
brother.
decided. We will be there when we win the league. When we win the league against Real Madrid. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Man says focus on Atletico. Listen, do not say. Listen, if Atletico Madrid beat you guys, man, it is what it is. Oh, listen, another Alonso master. Are you gonna be Alonso out if he loses to Atletico Madrid again? Back to back Atletico
I
Madrid.
have already been Alonso out for.
So, you're
for
gonna
the
be more
time.
out. You're just gonna you're gonna protest, like just be in your stream.
No, I'm not. Look. I'm not a dummy, Omar. Okay, there is no point of sacking him mid-season. I don't really see the club giving him the boot mid-season. I think either way he's going to survive the season, and then if we're going to change the manager, it's going to be in the summer, maybe after the World Cup. Who knows, brother? Again, the season is long. You never know what's going to happen. Look at Ruben Amorim. Look at the Enzo Maresca. Who would have thought that Enzo Maresca gonna
There's some
leave
good
Chelsea?
managers available though. So listen, if you
Yes,
propose,
but
why you're not gonna get Maresca? Would you take Maresca?
I think that at the end of the season, if Pep Guardiola wins the Premier League this season, if Man City end up winning the Premier League this season, I think that Pep Guardiola gonna leave Man City at the end of the season. And the reports has already been out there that Manchester City and Pep Guardiola himself, they regard Enzo Maresca very highly, and the rumors are out there that maybe Enzo Maresca gonna take over City
I mean,
after Pep
but
Guardiola.
it's not confirmed. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not confirmed though. And let's be honest here.
It's not
Let's be honest
confirmed,
here.
but again, Enzo Maresca is not proven manager neither, brother.
But would you take him at Real Madrid from what you've seen so far in his career at Chelsea? Do you think he could be the one?
I want Jurgen Klopp. If I
So
want a
club is the
manager at
dream.
Real Madrid, I want Jurgen Klopp as the Real Madrid manager next. This is what I want.
Hey, listen, man, it is what it is. Hey, listen,
I
man.
need
I
Jurgen
also dream
Klopp
of.
versus Hansi Flick. This is what I need. Jurgen Klopp
Listen,
versus
man.
Hansi
Listen.
Flick is
I'm just
going to
saying,
be.
man. We all have dreams, man. I dream of hitting 100K subscribers, man. 100K. So
Hope you
listen.
reach your target. But again, being a club
Now,
as
which one
Real
is more like?
Madrid,
Which one is more likely? Club joining Real Madrid or me getting 100K?
better a club like Real Madrid, nothing is really impossible unless like the players like Messi and playing for Barcelona and stuff. Like okay, maybe getting Lamine Yamal right now is impossible. Yeah, this type of stuff I'm going to say
Some
is
Madrid
impossible
fans
for
they like
Real
to do.
Madrid.
Some
No,
Madrid
no,
fans like
these things
to do.
I'm going to say that it's impossible for Real Madrid, but Jurgen Klopp,
Mm,
I don't really see it being impossible. I think if we truly go after him,
mm.
he would be coming and managing Real Madrid. He ain't managing any football club right now, anyways, brother. I think if we like truly go after him, we're going to be able to convince the guy.
I mean, I don't really know the thing about club though, because club he's kind of doing like this sports thing, but I don't know if he might
He's
return
a
back to
director
Madrid.
for all the Red Bull clubs. This is what it is, like sporting director or something for all the Red Bull clubs. So Red Bull Salzburg, Red Bull Leipzig in Germany. I think even New York Red Bulls also is part of the group. I think there are more Red Bull groups, Red Bull teams, but my friend, who gives a shit about Red Bull teams? Come on, my Jurgen Klopp. I know all these managers. They take a break, couple of years, and then it start itching in their body again. I swear, Jurgen Klopp. Trust me. Some days he sits at home and he's like, "My body is itching. I'm missing to be on the touchline and winning major trophies and blah 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 and all of that."
Yeah,
Especially if he sees Pep Guardiola.
Make Madrid good again. Basically, that's what you're saying. Like.
Brother, if he comes to Real Madrid, then I would say if we like truly listen to him and sign the players that he needs,
Mm.
then brother, we would be a force to be reckoned with once again.
We'll see, we'll see. But listen, man, big up to all the people who've been watching, man. What a show, guys. Listen, let us know, guys, in the comment section, guys. Who do you guys see winning the Spanish Super Cup, guys? Do you think Barcelona are going to do the back-to-back? You think Madrid are going to finally get a trophy? Do you think that Atletico Madrid might surprise everyone and win? Or do you think Bilbao, man, like Valverde will somehow surprise everyone and actually do it? I don't think so. I think he's not. He's an absolute fraud
If you
over there.
lose against Bilbao, Voria has already said he's gonna shave his head if you lose against Bilbao. So his
We're
hair
not
is on
losing,
the
bro.
line.
Let me tell you something. I am not losing. We are not losing, bro. We are not losing.
No, you're gonna dog walk them, brother. You're gonna
Hey,
run
listen,
over.
listen. My hair is already messed up, so I would have forfeited my hair. But it doesn't matter. Willie has already done the deal, so I'll let him just stay with it. But listen, man. Matrix. What you
Yeah.
got coming? You're gonna be doing a head watch tomorrow, right? I'm sure for the
Hate
Barca
watch
games.
tomorrow. Watch along on Thursday. And then
Yeah.
straight after the watch along, I will be guesting Dali FC's channel for the instant match
Ma-
reaction on his channel. And then,
Make sure
of
you
course, I'm
guys.
back. We will see if we get to the final, and the final is El Clásico. Then I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna ask a Barca content creator. Maybe I'm gonna ask Popular if he can come on my channel and have a preview for that El Clásico,
Oh my days, man.
which
That
would be
no,
madness.
listen, I need it, man. The absolute crash outs we're gonna be, bro. The debates, the heated debates that we're gonna be seeing is going to feed the streets. It's gonna feed the streets, man. But
We had a
we'll
good
see,
stream
we'll
last
see.
time, so why not?
Oh yeah, you did. You know, something? I didn't actually watch that because I was busy. I still haven't watched it. I'm like, well, I need to go back and
Yeah,
watch that.
go check it out. Go
I
check
can
it
just
out.
imagine Babylon and Matrix just trying to like speak up at each other. Like no one allowed the other person to say something. Everyone is like just
No, we actually had a very good show together.
basically
Like,
like no religion. I can't believe it.
no, look, that's the thing with me. Even though, like, even if the argument gets heated or whatever, at the end of the day, we are having a show. I want the show to be have good quality and people to be
Right.
able to like listen and like be able to listen actually to the show. If we only screaming at each other and cut each other off, then there is no quality in that show. I want to give people
Yeah, sometimes
some
it does
good
get annoying.
content.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes it does get annoying, man. That is the truth. But it is what it is. Listen, guys, big up to all the people like I mentioned, man. Let us know in the comment section. Also, guys, let us also know, guys, your predictions of the games, guys. You know, for the Bilbao versus Barca game, which is tomorrow, and the Real Madrid versus Atletico game, which will be on Thursday. And listen, guys, make sure you guys are back here tomorrow, guys, for the watch along of the Super Cup, guys. We will be here for that, right? When we dunk on man like Valverde and Nico Williams again, bro, we will be here for that. And
Vamos,
you know what?
Bilbao.
And listen, man, I will be here when Atletico Madrid, man, like Simeone, right? Simeone once again, man, dunks on Real Madrid again, man. Not like Cholo.
Let's
Cholo,
see,
man,
brother.
do the Lord's work, man. We need it. We need it,
Let's
man.
see, brother. Let's see. Let's
Let's see.
see.
Big up to you guys. Listen, guys, this stream will be redirecting you all to Northside LD, and he's with Carefree Lewis, man. Make sure you guys put Omar Talks Football or Omar Raid in the comment section below. Big up to every single one of you guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Football Matrix, guys. If his channel is not in the title, guys, I will put it in the title or in the description. So you make sure you guys go subscribe to my guy, man. Listen, man. Big up to every single one of you. Take care. Peace.